Hello, everyone. Welcome to our round table today. I'm like a kid in a sweet shop. Our guests tonight have spent years of their lives pursuing their passion in design. Rina, when did this all happen for you?
It all started during COVID. I realized that the medical masks that we all use, the dental masks, actually take 450 years to break down in our landfills. And with the whole planet using them, and using them for a few hours, and then they're not effective anymore because they get humid and we have to throw them out, I was thinking about what's this going to do to our ecosystem? What does this mean long term? And it just exploded. You know, it started with me delivering to friends and family, and it took off.
If your son later on the line in life is like, my mom did this, she's the reason for all of this. I wear plastic clothes. My clothes are made of plastic.
Well, the reality is 60% of all of our clothes are made of plastic.
I want to run away from the plastic and go back to leather, especially because you were talking about the tradition, and that's how, like, Isa came in was like old as gold. So what are some of those principles that are part of the old, because that they didn't have plastic back then, right? What was it? And are you implementing those kind of techniques in your everyday design, or?
We're sticking to our principles. So we use old traditional techniques to craft the leather products, and we use modern design as well. So with that, we are comfortable to even give a lifetime warranty for our customers. And this is the main reason that I even started Jild, is to bring back the quality with modern designs.
What are some of the areas of design that you've seen have evolved the most in Qatar?
The future of the design industry in Qatar is cross-disciplined. Right now you have a lot of graphic designers, but also fashion designers that come out with a certain discipline. But that's the beauty of design, right? You can fluctuate throughout, and you can be a graphic designer, but also you can be an interior designer.
When you started, was there that collaboration feeling, or did you feel at some point that you had to make it on your own?
We can see that international designers has been doing several collaborations lately, and from there, I guess the idea itself has evolved. I can see some designers already doing those collaborations. For example, within my business, I did a collaboration with a Abaya brand, and that was during COVID. Because one, I had a limitation with working with the factory since they are in Italy, and the on and off time, you know, during COVID was different. So I collaborated with the Abaya brand, and we made a nice collection that is a combination between abayas and the complementing shoes, or shoes and the complementing abaya. And we called it Celebration of Life. We started this collaboration during COVID, and we launched the collection immediately when the whole market started reopening.
What does the future of design in Qatar look like?
For me, it's promising, because here we have a lot of opportunities that we can work on, and we have a lot of support. For example, in fashion, recently when FTA started, it's like a portal or like a door that opened for us as designers or fashion designers, where we can start to apply and where we can start to show our product. And here also local designers had the opportunities to meet the international designers during the events of FTA that has done.
Is there things that you guys think should change?
I think one of the blessings in being part of an emerging sort of creative industry here in Qatar is that it is so easy to get support, to meet people you can collaborate with and work with and get your brand out there.
A battle of the designers. Is there going to be a real competition locally of like who's going to be, and does that help? Does that not help the market? Does that not help the identity? Does that not help the voice of the locals to have, like, you know, a beef on the streets of Doha? No?
Competition creates, I believe, higher quality, wherever it is. Wherever there is a competition, people will want to compete and gain whatever prize it is.
So what does, individually, if you can, what keeps you going? Do you set long-term goals? Do you set short-term goals?
Imagining myself in 10 years. So this is what keeps me going.
So a long-term goal for you.
It's a long term for me.
It's about what design can offer. Design can ultimately change societies and worlds. So it's waking up and reminding that, okay, yes, I might be a graphic designer today or a product designer tomorrow. It's that even if I do something small and no one's gonna see it, it still has an effect on the world.
You're the first Qatari female to partner with the Italian Chamber of Commerce in Qatar. Was that a goal? How did that come about?
It was a goal, of course, but when I started working on it, I was doing my master's degree. In between, I thought I really want to pursue my dream or my passion. I really want to do my business. I took some courses in the University of Art in London, so I was going backward and forth. These courses were on how to start an international brand, how to do the planning for business, how to work on fashion business, plus how to enter the international market. From there, I started setting my plan. And when I came back to Doha after graduation, I started putting things together. One thing led to other.
The future would be all about quality, all about having the artisan touch on the products.
Is that what keeps you going? Is that your motivation, like the day-to-day?
I think my motivation is more for meditation. So I've always had crafting as an escape. And it just became a habit of trying to design and craft a new product. And I'm always looking forward for the next project that I want to introduce.
If you had to give advice to up-and-coming designers in Qatar or in the region about why they should come to Qatar, what would, key pieces of advice be?
I think trust the process and seize all opportunities. There's so many opportunities in Doha. M7, Studio 7, Liwan, Fire Station, all of them provide this ecosystem for designers and artists to produce something and take it out into the market.
I would say plan, plan, plan. Find your special identity, what you want to create, what is your story behind it.
I never wanted fear to be the reason I didn't give something a try, and I have to remind myself of that daily. But yeah, I think that's the advice I would have appreciated.
Sticking with your passion and sticking with your own product and having the knowledge of marketing and social media.
Anyone else want to say your last words? Bye!